we're very pleased with the, with the effort. Really pleased with the environment. I told the kids all week that ESPN was coming to town not to watch us, but they're coming to watch UConn. They've been on, as they should, they've been on a lot. They've been in Oregon and in that Nike festival, and they were on against Arizona, and we're only on ESPN 2-3 times this year, so you got to take advantage of it. But I really want to shout out to both the department for all of its efforts to try to, get a great crowd in here when the students were gone. And I had a lot of people in the marketing department, the athletic department working really hard. And we created a nice environment. I think our kids deserve that. When we defensively get in a position where we dictate, we can be pretty good. There were obviously times in the second half when obviously UConn shot the ball better. And goodness, if we had made shots ourselves, I thought we got really good looks. I thought we missed a lot of shots. And we might have had an even greater margin. So this team wants to get better. And so we're really pleased to be going into the holiday 11-1.
Bruce, a lot of guys with big performances, but two older guys, Bryce and Horace, those guys kind of dictated things today.
I appreciate you giving me a chance to talk about some of these guys individually. So Bryce doesn't practice all week long. He is, got a tremendous head cold. Comes in this morning and you could just see he's kind of drained from all the medication. And he goes out there, and I don't know if you get a chance to talk to Jalen Adams, but I guarantee you he'll tell him that Bryce guarded him as well as anybody, I would think. Just did a great job. Davion Mitchell had a terrific game tonight. I got on Davion a little bit in the first half and apologized to him because I shouldn't have got on him as much. But he responded to it really well. But what a floor game. Made some shots and defended equally as well. I think that's one of the big difference for us is we got some guys who identify with guarding, and defense and rebound will carry a long way. And then Horace, his toughness, just his toughness, his physicality. And also keep this in mind, Horace was starting earlier in the year. Anthony started playing well and started to start. Horace Spencer didn't drop his effort, his attitude, his leadership, his toughness one bit. And when other teammates see that, when a team sees that, that's contagious. So don't you be getting selfish on me. Don't you be, worrying about your shots when you have leadership like Horace Spencer's given us.
This won't be statistically any one category that's so overwhelming. This is not your highest scoring performance, not your shooting performance, but you overwhelm them across the board. You have 18 assists on 29 buckets. You hold them to a season low. You get double figures from 5 guys, almost 7. Is this your best all-around performance, not only this season, but perhaps of your entire tenure here?
I would think that the way we played, I think this is the best we've played. I don't know if this is the best outcome, but I would say on both sides of the ball, we seem to have an idea how we wanted to play the whole night. So yeah, we've got ourselves a bit of an identity, and I would say that this is as well as we played. And look, I grew up in New England. I know UConn basketball, and they've won 4 national championships since 1999. Kevin Ollie is a great pro. He's a great coach. He's won a national championship, and we were excited about playing them. And I want thanking Kevin for bringing his team to Auburn. They had a tough travel. They had to go to Arizona play them Thursday night, and he came in here and in a tough situation. And what a treat for our fans to see UConn and to see our Auburn team not only belong on the floor with them, but we outplayed them tonight.
First half, you guys had 12 assisted baskets. Only gave up 2. Talk about what you guys are doing so well offensively.
When you get everybody on the same page, and we all know what we're running, there's a chance that their spacing's good. There's a chance a pass can lead to that shot. The other thing about the offensive rebounding is when we're taking shots that you would expect a teammate to take, you got guys on the backside ready to bail them out because it's an expected shot. So the key is to be able to play fast and free and loose, and yet within the framework of some structure. I don't think Jared Harper is his development, his leadership, his toughness. I mean, I think that we could get to a point. We haven't been down much yet, so we'll have to see how we respond to adversity because we're going to start to trail in games. As long as we don't panic, I kind of feel like with a couple of guys that we have, we're not out of it.
Bruce, it would seem like tonight resembled a game that you're going to see in conference play from a size differential standpoint. It didn't seem like your guys bucked one bit, especially in that first half.
UConn's front line is very young. They've got great length, but they are young. And so, like for example, Murray State's front line, they were older, seniors. They're 4 or 5 years older than UConn's kids. Never got recruited the same way, not the same kind of prospects, but men. That, UConn, unfortunately, they lost 2 or 3 frontline kids that transferred last year. Those kids had come back. It could be a different situation. So UConn's got really good guards that are ready to play and compete at a high level, and 4 guys, and then they've got really good young talented bigs, but they're all young.
Bruce, to speak to the big picture from a brand standpoint, it is a big win on the big stage. This is still going to be your 4th highest quality win from an RPI standpoint. It's going to be their 5th RPI top 50 loss. But when you were hired here 4 years ago, weeks later they win a national championship. How has this gone where you have gone from arguably one of the worst situations that you walked into, and they were the best in the sport, to you sweeping this series into your
Get me emotional. We were brought here to bring credibility and competitiveness to men's basketball, and so I'm pleased with that. It's a big win for our program. The focus is on the kids. Focus every ounce of this on the players, because they're the ones that have stayed together, and they're the ones that wear that jersey on the front. Auburn played UConn. Auburn outplayed UConn tonight. Auburn was able to get 2 wins over a storied program in the last couple of years. All right, so we've made progress. We got a long way to go. But it's a real nice way to jump into the holidays. And the only reason why I get emotional about it is we put so much into it. We care, and we receive so much support. We have received so much support at Auburn that I feel a responsibility to give a return of that support. So obviously, when we've made the mistakes that we've made and put ourselves in a difficult situation, I'm responsible for that too, and feel badly about it. At the same time, I'm really proud of these kids.
Bruce, you guys had 39 points and 24 rebounds off the bench. Talk about that factor in the game.
We go to the bench, we don't really drop off. Malik played really well again tonight. Davian, I thought, had one of his best games. Chuma's so quiet with 8 rebounds. You don't even notice him out there. Chuma's a guy in the back half I'm going to challenge, even though he's a freshman. In the back half of our season, I think Chuma can do more, and I'm going to challenge him to be able to do that. But I do think that, again, Horace leading the way with that bench. Like when we go Horace or Chuma or Davion or Malik, those 4 guys, they all played. They feel pretty good about themselves and their ability to contribute.